girls, if you tuned in for the new Polk ES12 subwoofer that we had the unboxing of, and now it's the review and the testing. As you can see, the monitor audio of the previous video is to the side. In reality, I had both of these subs at the same time. I can touch on a few points in this video to compare the two, which I didn't want to do in the previous video to spoil anything. But spoiler alert, if you didn't watch that, go watch that first before you come here. Okay, Polk Audio. One of my all-time favorite brands for bang for buck. Yes, they've made some high-end things, but they play more in the field of affordable, good audio. In comes this sub. This sub replaces the old Polk ES12, which was my absolute favorite sub in South African Rand, just over 10,000 Rand. That is about $700, give or take. So that is a very good point to start your audio journey. But you can also buy a lot of trash in that price point, because it is very difficult to make a cheap, good subwoofer. Why? One, you need a very strong, powerful bass driver. The most expense comes in on the plate amplifier. Those things are expensive if you buy quality units. They are normally dodgy AF, they break a lot. So to get a good plate amplifier at a good price is difficult. That combined with a good driver is difficult. And then the last place where people cut corners in this price bracket is build quality. As you can see on this and the previous HTH, we have rounded edges, very strong cabinet. In that price point, I don't think anyone touches these guys. If you think of Klipsch R121, very boxy, very thin. If you tap it, those are, in my opinion, not good subs. I've never liked them. You can't even really call that a subwoofer. This is a proper subwoofer for the same money. This is claimed to go down to 17 Hertz, and I damn well believe them. This thing hits so low. I could feel the bass everywhere in this room. I also tested this in my front large room, and where the monitor audio struggled in that room, this absolutely dominated. So at that point of the review, I thought, damn, how can this be a quarter of the price of that? Not even 4 times less than that. You can have 4 of these for the price of that. And I thought, how can that be? But as soon as we brought it to this room, which is treated, it was a whole different ball game. Let's touch on that. Ported bass, effortless, easy, doesn't need a lot of power. Seal bass, as I said in the previous video, needs a hell of a lot of power. This filled the big room effortlessly. But again, that comes down to the ported bass and the efficiency of it. I would still add more of these. If you ask me one of those compared to 4 of this, definitely 4 of this. I am a multi-sub guy, and the minimum spec for me nowadays is 4 subwoofers, 1 in each corner. That's just me. So I would have 4 of these. Pros there. Let's touch on music. Most of the guys would think ported sub, this is going to suck at music. I was so surprised, guys. Again, look at my goosebumps coming. This played music so darn well. I was on the floor. It is insane. Then we go over to movies. And again, this thing performs like a freaking heavyweight champ. Low down, mid, high. My only little bit of criticism, but this can be sorted with room calibration. Note, on none of these subs I ever test room calibration. I just test them as is. I want to see what they can do without room cal. But if you do room cal, what this does, it has a certain frequency where it becomes a bit overpronounced. I don't want to say the word boomy, but it can start edging, just sort of pushing its little head into that boom. But it's very slight and much less than on the previous gen. I think it's because they added the 2 ports there very SVS PB1000 like. They added the 2 ports there with the power force chamber, and that takes away a lot of the boom. But I think room cal, you can sort of eliminate that boom completely. We touched on the SVS now, the look, and you can sort of see where they went. SVS still costs almost, not exactly, but almost 3 times the price of this. Would I take a PB1000 over this? I would, because it's an SVS. But if we had to take the name out of the equation, this is as close to, darn near, damn it, to a PB1000. Guys, don't shoot me. Everyone, all the SVS fanboys are going to pile on this video now. How can you say Polk can be close to SVS? Guys, it just does. It just does. For a fraction of the price. You can take 2 of these easily and have some change for cables and stuff for the price of an SVS. I'm not taking anything away from SVS. Still my all-time favorite subwoofer brand. I own a slew of them. But this is just that darn good. It is just that darn good. So my only gripe was it starts bordering on a bit of boom, but just a little bit, pinch of salt, little bit of boom, not much. Okay, so we are on cons now. So my next con, and it's not really a con, I'm just being very nitpicky now. As I do my bass tests, I roll through all the frequency sweeps, I play music, I play movies, I push it a little bit. I'm not pushing it to the near limits of destruction. I'm never going past reference, let's put it that way. And these systems should be able to play a reference all day long. So I never go past that. But in this testing, when I got near to reference, you do start hearing a little bit of noise inside the sub. Note it now, that is pushing it. Most of you, 80% of you, aren't even going to get there. But note that it does have a little bit of noise. Where if I do the same tests with the monitor audio that costs a whole lot more money and is built to a whole different spec, no noise whatsoever. So guys, remember, this is being built to a $700 or 14,000, that's the retail on this, 14,000 South African Rand price points. That is a tall order. That is a very tall order. And you would get the guys now saying 14,000 Rand for a subwoofer. Guys, you know nothing about audio if that is what you say. High-end audio, even mid-range audio, it's expensive stuff. So to be able to give a product like this for that price is darn near unheard of. And I praise Polk for what they did. As you saw in the unboxing, curved sides, the subwoofer. This is digital on the sub. It's not smart. You can't now go on the app where you can do with the SVS and you can do with the monitor audio. But for the bucks, guys, for the money, just trust me. I get so many clients and they'll spec a system. I hate using clips as an example, but they are the example. Clips makes a good entry speaker. Granted, the R can be very bright sometimes. It's a good speaker for the money. Then guys will come and they would buy the clip sub because it matches the set. Biggest mistake you can make. And I know I am a type of guy that likes to match things up. I'm OCD. But for the same bucks, this. Absolutely this. I'm trying to think of another entry brand now where we can compare these. But those two are sort of head-to-head competitors. But I can think of no entry sub in this price point that can come even close to holding a candle to this baby. Love it, love it, love it. Not a big fan of the silver driver. I've never been a big fan of silver. I feel silver has run its life now. I would have made that a black driver. Just a nice matte black to sort of, when you take the cover off, to go away. But we have the cover, so the cover can go on. And I like this little slot, as I said in the unboxing, in this cover. It's not magnetic. Again, at this price point, we need to be realistic in our expectations. And there it goes. So there's the silver driver gone. Now it's replaced with a silver logo. I don't mind silver logos that much. But yeah, guys, so basically that is it for me and the Polk ES12 subwoofer. Absolutely highly recommended. Where do I put this on a scale of 10? Solid 9. Even maybe a 9.5. But let's call it a 9 because of the slight bit of boom, which can be EQ'd, and then the slight bit of noise that you can get from the motor assembly when pushed. Again, slight. And that is going to vary how far you sit. I was actually, when I'm testing, I've got the camera here, here's my microphone. I'm testing close up to get those noises. But when you're sitting 3 meters, 5 meters away on your listening position, you won't even hear those noises. So again, I need to be nitpicky. So let's go back and let's call this a 9.5. 9.5, guys. Half a point. I cannot decide, but it's darn near good. And for the price, it's darn near perfect. Hope you like that, guys. If you guys want to hit me up, organize a demo of these. If you guys want to purchase them, if you guys want just some advice on different things, my details are down below in the description. And while we're on the subject, please hit that like, subscribe, bell icon. Again, it costs you guys nothing, but it helps me out tremendous a lot, and I can bring you more videos like this. Please let me know, guys, how many of you have bought the new ES subs? How many of you have changed from the HDS to the ES? And how do you find the two? Do you find my video to be realistic? Did you find something different? I would love to hear your guys' opinions on the matter. Guys, that's it from me. I've got another sub next, which you guys want to stay there. You guys want to be subscribed for this one. This is going to be absolutely huge. I know the whole world has been waiting for this. And it is up next, but I want to take my time. And I need to move that beast around. It's going to be a problem for another day, guys. But please, you guys stay safe. Until the next video, cheers. Bye.